An accident, Lin Zhi travels through a parallel world. I thought that with the help of live streaming systems, raising chickens through live streaming became popular across the internet. Unexpectedly, after the arrival of a golden eagle stealing chickens, the art style in the live broadcast room gradually went wrong. Heavenly dog head gold. Sleeping slot, anchor, is this how your family repays kindness? Domestically raised northeastern tigers. Do you call this golden gradual layer? Chicken farm fitness coach. Isn't this a silver-backed gorilla? Raising chickens for 2.5 years, the number of animals in the chicken farm is increasing. All online netizens have only one exclamation. Anchor, why is your zoo so like a chicken farm? Keywords of the novel. Let you open a chicken farm, how did you become a zoo without pop-ups? Let you open a chicken farm, how did you become a zoo? Download the full text, let you open a chicken farm, how did you become a zoo? Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Anchor, are you chicken gone? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Anchor, are you chicken gone? Ba Cheng. Xiahizi Chicken Farm. A group of white-feathered chickens are leisurely pecking at food. Suddenly, a big hand appeared out of thin air, and a plump one appeared in front of the camera. The camera shakes, and Lin Zhi smiles. Brothers, all the chickens I bought in the live broadcast room today have been sold out. However, seeing this chicken running so slowly, it must be heatstroke. Why don't we? Anchor, you can be a person. This is not like heatstroke, it's clearly frightening. I'll wait and see if you have any outrageous reasons for eating chicken. Is it kiln chicken or beggar chicken? Today netizens are scrolling through the screen with bullet comments. Lin Zhi excitedly looked at the popularity value in the upper right corner of his eyes. Current popularity. 98993. As long as more than 1,000 people come in, he can buy items in the system mall. Lin Zhi was ecstatic in his heart. He traveled to this world 6 months ago. Inexplicably activated a live streaming popularity system. The beginner gift package not only includes a chicken farm, but also comes with a guide to chicken farming techniques. Who can still work as a boss? So Lin Zhi became a ready-made chicken farm owner and learned the tricks of Hua Nong Lao Go to live stream and sell chickens to earn popularity. In half a year, I went from being ignored to now having nearly 100,000 fans. Now there is a faint trend towards having big anchors. Lin Zhi has already figured it out. As long as his popularity reaches 100,000, he will immediately exchange it for the advanced chicken farming technology guide in the mall, and then accumulate popularity to purchase a set of fully automatic chicken farming equipment. At that time, the parallel world will become a rural powerhouse in China, easily earning over 100,000 yuan per month while lying down. It's so delicious. Thinking of this, Lin Zhi quickly looked towards the live broadcast room. Brothers, today I'll give you something you haven't eaten before, spicy chicken. If you have friends, hurry up and call out to learn. Xiao Ji, stop making trouble. With just your skills, I might as well see Master Wang. You should be a good chicken farmer and stop cooking. Netizens have long been familiar with his tricks, although they despised him, they still helped him promote them. Lin Zhi lowered his head to handle the chicken and was about to share the production process with netizens. A frightened cry came from behind the chicken coop. Lin Zhi quickly looked around, looking a bit dumbfounded. A black shadow in the sky dragged a plump hen away in the air, with a speed as fast as seeing a ghost. Looking at the barrage, the content posted by netizens is surprisingly consistent. Xiao Ji, your chicken is gone, wife, look, flying chicken. You upstairs without a wife, it's like the anchor without a chicken. Lin Zhi looked surprised and slowly spoke up. Just now. Did you go over and steal a chicken? Sleeping slot, is there really something? I thought I was dizzy. Firstly, it can fly, so it can definitely be some kind of bird. Carrying a chicken weighing 4 or 5 pounds, it can still fly so fast. The wild eagle didn't run away. Lin Zhi saw netizens speculating that he was vomiting blood in his heart. Everything else in this world is similar to that of Earth, except for the good protection of wildlife. Those who have been taken away by wild eagles like this can only be recognized by themselves. However, if there are records, you can seek compensation from the forestry department. Record. Lin Zhi raised his eyebrows and saw the surveillance footage in the corner, but was too lazy to handle it. It's just a chicken, if you lose it, then you lose it. What he needs now is the number of people in the live broadcast room. Isn't it just a chicken? When the popularity reaches 100,000, there will be plenty of chickens. He waved his hand generously. Forget it, let's treat it as a treat. How much can it eat? If it can contribute to wildlife, I welcome it back. Truly worthy of being the general manager responsible for the entire chicken farm, grand. If that eagle hears and comes back, it will be fun. The anchor is grand, can we still lose an eagle? Anyway, they are all reimbursed by the government. As the barrage was speaking, Lin Zhi glanced at the number of people. Current popularity. 99313. Very good, there are over 300 more people than just now, and the popularity is even further away from 100,000. Now it's time for dinner, everyone is watching videos to have a meal. He also started making spicy chicken as soon as possible, so that the finished product could attract more people. However, as soon as the seasoning was ready, intense screams came from the chicken coop. Head up. The dark figure just now took away another big rooster. Lin Zhi was dumbfounded. Isn't it? Are you eating so fast here? I haven't even eaten one, are you already going to eat the second one? On the barrage, the water enthusiasts also laughed wildly. Too hasty, it's so edible. Welcome it again, it was obvious that it had listened. Anchor, it's not convenient to treat you like this. You only have 2, so you feel heartbroken. If it comes back, aren't you going to cry? It's okay, I want to be more open-minded. Anyway, it's just 2 things. If it's okay, I'll just buy 2 more later. If you starve this eagle, it won't be fatal. Thank you very much to the audience for their support. Lin Zhi thanked Bo and returned to the stove, feeling secretly that today was really unlucky. I was about to complete the live broadcast task and enter the next stage, resulting in a direct loss of 200 yuan. This money is still 2 chickens were lost in just a few minutes. According to this frequency, even if it reaches 100,000, it cannot be carried. Lin Zhi is still feeling depressed, and a prompt pops up in front of him. Ding, congratulations on the host's popularity breaking through 100,000. Upon hearing the system prompt, Lin Zhi's mood suddenly improved. Finally breaking through 100,000 popularity. After redeeming the advanced chicken farming guide, make the chicken farm bigger and stronger. Install 180 monitoring and protective devices at that time. See who dares to steal the chicken. Before Lin Zhi's thought was over, the chicken coop erupted with screams again. Gaga. Ah. Lin Zhi looked up directly this time. I saw the dark shadow descending rapidly, so I decided to take it away 2 chickens. I laughed to death, this time it's not just 1 anymore. 4 chickens a day, Xiaozhi is about to cry and faint in the live broadcast room. No, my stomach hurts from laughing. I must show it to my friends. Seeing the dramatic scene, netizens burst into laughter and shared this hilarious live broadcast room. A bird is stealing chickens from the chicken farm, eating and taking them. Are you looking? The head of the chicken farm was drugged by an eagle and laughed to death. The black shadow flew by, leaving behind a brushed chicken flight that almost landed on Lin Zhi. Wipe. It's tolerable, who can't tolerate it? Lin Zhi became angry. Stealing 4 chickens in a row, even wild animals cannot be so arrogant. He must show this thing some strength. Of course, it is necessary to confirm what animal this is before taking action. Lin Zhi found a comprehensive encyclopedia of flora and fauna in the system, which requires 100,000 popularity points. No, it's just 100,000 yuan, exchange it. Today we need to see what a chicken thief is. It's not too late to accumulate popularity and switch to a chicken farming guide once this big problem is solved. Congratulations to the host for successfully redeeming. The remaining available popularity value is 24690. Knowing oneself and the enemy is the key to invincibility in 100 battles. He came to see how fierce the bird was. You can eat 4 chickens in a day. Exchange, absorb. In an instant, all the knowledge from the Encyclopedia of Animals and Plants was integrated into Lin Zhi's brain. Lin Zhi looked over and the information of the chicken thief came to mind. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. This beam is finally completed. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. This beam is finally completed. The golden eagle, with a body length of 135 centimeters, a wingspan of 4.3 meters, and a weight of 12 kilograms, is a raptor of the eagle family and eagle genus, feeding on medium to large birds and mammals. Lin Zhi didn't notice anything wrong, just sighed. It turned out to be a golden eagle, no wonder its speed is so fast. There is no substantial evidence on hand to prove that it is a golden eagle, so Lin Zhi does not intend to disclose any information to netizens. It's not too late until we catch it. Lin Zhi looked at the sunshade nylon cloth saved inside the house and had an idea. In no time, an additional layer of protective cover appeared on the top of the chicken coop. Lin Zhi stood the live broadcast equipment on the ground and aimed it at the chicken coop, saying, "Brothers, look at me. Just block it and see how it can still steal." The person crouched beside, staring intently. With the obstruction of the protective cover, he didn't believe he couldn't catch this despicable chicken thief. Netizens are also squatting in the live broadcast room to see the effectiveness of protection. However, after more than 10 minutes, the chicken coop remained calm. Lin Zhi crouched so hard that his legs were numb, muttering, "Brothers, we probably won't be able to play anymore. Maybe this guy has eaten enough. We'll just gaga. Ah." Before the words could be finished, a few screams came from the chicken coop. There is another silhouette in the air, 2 fat chickens. When Lin Zhi rushed over, he only saw the protective cover with a hole and a pile of chicken feathers on the ground, and the fibers of the rope at the break were violently washed away. Netizens were shocked to witness the entire process. The speed is too fast. I blinked and disappeared. I can't tear a nylon mesh even by hand as an adult, it can actually break. Xiao Ji said that this kind of protective net can even bear a weight of over 100 pounds, how to say it? Counterfeit and shoddy products. Well behaved, Anchor, what have you been up to? No matter what it is, this beam is tied. Lin Zhi gritted his teeth and decided to go straight to the hard work. Directly exchanged the steel wire protective net from the system. He doesn't believe it, this thing can't even trap an eagle. 2 hours later. Lin Zhi completed the setup and looked at the screen. With this set of things, don't even think about leaving when the Heavenly King comes. Everyone rest early, and tomorrow morning we'll see the true face of the chicken thief. The Anchor's single operation takes us 6. Arrange. Drive it. Netizens have all agreed to arrive on time tomorrow to catch the thief. Lin Zhi, who has been busy all day, falls asleep without hesitation. The next day. The sky is just beginning to dawn. Lin Zhi pressed the alarm and picked up his phone, squinting his eyes to open the live broadcast. Start broadcasting for a few minutes. Watching the increasing number of viewers in the upper right corner, Lin Zhi's drowsiness instantly dissipated. At 6 o'clock in the morning, there were over 20,000 people online, which is similar to the usual number of people during prime time. It's obvious that most people want to see the chicken thieves. Sure enough, thousands of messages popped up, all asking for information about the chicken thief. Xiaoji, you finally woke up. Curiosity kills people. I lose sleep all night. Goddess Lousy didn't even think so, just wanted to see what a chicken thief is. Lin Zhi didn't delay and quickly ran to the chicken coop. Hiss. Everyone took a breath when they saw the scene in chaos. 5 bait chickens were completely annihilated. The hard wire mesh also broke a large hole with a diameter of 30 centimeters. What's even more shocking is that the chicken thief didn't run away this time. But instead, he grabbed the wall, basked in the sun with his back, and his massive body exuded a domineering aura. Sleeping slot. What's so big? The wire mesh can't even catch it. This thing is too fierce, right? Not only cruel but also arrogant. Look at it now, it doesn't even hide from people. Anchor, hurry up and hire professional people. You can't control this thing. Netizens in the live broadcast room were also stunned by the barrage that filled the entire screen. Although it was early in the morning, there were still many viewers who enjoyed watching the excitement and forwarded it to their relatives and friends. Such a large raptor can't even be seen in zoos or on global animal world programs. You can see the ready-made now, of course you can't miss it. In the early morning, countless people woke up from their dreams. When I received the message, I was about to curse, but when I saw the message, it was all a lie. At this moment, netizens are engaged in intense discussions about the true identity of the chicken thief. It must be an eagle. The power of its claws can reach over 300 kilograms, not to mention the steel wire mesh, even the spine of a wolf can be shattered. The largest surviving eagle has a body length of 1 meter, and it appears to be about the same height as my 1.3 meter son. How could it be an eagle? The Tibetan fox is not bright. There is an eagle called the Argentinian giant eagle, which has a high energy of 1.5 meters and a maximum wingspan of 7 meters. It is the size of a modern Cessna 152 light aircraft, but it went extinct 600 years ago. If it's extinct, let's just talk nonsense. This thing is alive. As netizens continued to speculate, Lin Zhi cleared his throat and said, "Brothers, don't guess, this is a golden eagle. You can easily recognize it as a golden eagle at a glance. Is the anchor so awesome? I didn't expect that after watching so many episodes of Animal World. Not a chicken farmer knows much. You said the golden eagle, and I also said it's a horned eagle. That's right, what can be seen from the pitch-black background, the anchor must be guessing." Lin Zhi has long been familiar with the means of dealing with such people. Don't rush to refute when encountering an expert, just provide evidence directly. Lin Zhi took out the eagle hair he had previously found and introduced it. This is the leg-covering feather of that eagle, which is the hair under its tail. The red vertical stripes on it are a unique feature of the golden eagle. The camera focused on that hair, and netizens also expressed their opinions along with it. I compared the image with 1,000 degrees, and it is indeed a pattern that is only found in golden sculptures. The anchor is really amazing. I can even notice such small details. What about those 2-bar spirits? Come out and admit your mistake. However, some netizens have raised doubts. Tibetan fox not bright. Although the feather patterns match, the body shape doesn't match. The Tibetan fox is not bright. The typical eagle has a wingspan of about 2 meters, and the longest is the Andean eagle in South America, which has a wingspan of only 3.2 meters. This wingspan is 4 meters long, which is outrageous. Lin Zhi looked at the back of the eagle and joked, "So, maybe this one has gained some weight." You're right, you can't just say they're not golden eagles just because they're fat. Yes, others can't say that I'm not a handsome guy just because I'm fat. It's because the anchor has knowledge. Tibetan fox not bright. Golden eagle, with a body length of 76.102 centimeters, a wingspan of 2.3 meters, and a weight of 2.6.5 kilograms. This fox is measured to be 1.3 meters tall and weighs 20 pounds, not just a fat spot. Does it mean it's not average? Besides, can you find other suitable varieties? The hidden fox is not bright, and netizens are silent. Just as netizens were lamenting the golden eagle's body shape. The golden eagle suddenly called out to the sky, jumped off the wall, and flapped its wings high. This time, intentionally slowing down the speed to let Lin Zhi and netizens see its face clearly. And then pick up the two chickens that have slipped out and disappear into the sky again. Hidden fox not bright. It looks like a golden eagle, but this eagle is brave enough to deliberately slow down and steal chickens. Stealing. In broad daylight, in front of me, this is clearly a robbery. Lin Zhi gritted his teeth and said. He demonstrated in front of him. Can wild animals be so arrogant? Netizens are persuading Lin Zhi one after another. No way, who says they are first-class protected animals in the country? It's okay for it to eat your chicken, if you dare to touch it, you'll just sit tight and wear it out, hurry up and apply for compensation. With so many of us watching, we can definitely make it. Upon hearing whether it was a national insurance or a first-class insurance, Lin Zhi remained speechless for a moment. It seems that this product cannot move a single strand of hair. The animal protection laws in this world are clearly defined. Illegal hunting and killing of national first-class protected animals can range from less than 5 years to more than 10 years, with fines or confiscation of property. Since he cannot handle it privately, Lin Zhi has to seek professional assistance to handle it. Excuse me, is this the Forestry Bureau? I have a golden eagle stealing chicken here and I want you to bring it back, he said. Yes, remember to bring more capture equipment when you come. This sculpture is very big, and I'm afraid you won't be able to catch it. Okay, I'll wait for you here. Providing good information, Lin Zhi felt secretly pleased. Xiao sample, I can't handle you, so naturally someone will handle it. Let's wait and see. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Capture carving, we are professional. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Capture carving, we are professional. Not long after, the people from the Forestry Bureau arrived. The rescue personnel inspected the scene but didn't say much. They skillfully installed the capture mechanism and asked Lin Zhi to take a chicken as bait. Don't worry, our people are professionals. In this situation, we just need to wait. Gaga. Ah. Before the Forestry Bureau professionals could finish speaking, a rooster crowed from behind. Looking back. The ground is clean and tidy. Don't even say it's a chicken, there's no catch mechanism left. What happened just now? Where did the chicken go? The rescue captain asked with wide eyes. Lin Zhi had a numb expression on his face as he looked up at the sky and said, the eagle has taken it away. What about the mechanism? The chicken has been taken away. The rescue team members looked up into the sky, with an infinite shadow in their hearts. After a while, I realized and asked Lin Zhi for details. What? With a body length of 1.35 meters, a golden eagle weighing over 20 pounds visually. Is this still a sculpture? Upon hearing Lin Zhi's words, all the rescue team members were dumbfounded. Why didn't you mention these before you came? I said, you said your organization is also very large, Lin Zhi. The rescue team members were stunned. The golden eagle on the nearby tree listened to their conversation, twitching its neck back and forth a few times and making a gurgling sound in its throat. Fortunately, Lin Zhi didn't see it, otherwise he would have guessed that the golden eagle was mocking him. After a while, he sighed and said, forget it, we can only try building a bigger mechanism again. That's right, Mr. Lin. Another chicken, right? I understand. Lin Zhi waved his hand and looked helpless. For this eagle, more than 10 chickens have been sent out, and an extra one is not a big deal. As long as you can send away this plague god and live stream well, what's a chicken? However, due to the previous popularity, the effort of capturing sculptures has attracted over 100,000 viewers in Lin Zhi's live broadcast room, and his popularity has returned to over 100,000. The heat is twice as high as usual, so he doesn't have to work hard to sell chickens. He even felt a bit reluctant to send away this eagle so quickly, leaving it to skyrocket in popularity. More than 10 minutes later, the Forestry Bureau personnel have created a brand new organization. Boss Lin, don't worry, there is absolutely no problem with the mechanism this time. We have placed a 50-pound counterweight below. Not to mention it's a sculpture, most people. Gaga. Ah. The familiar visuals, familiar scenes, the mechanism with a 50-pound counterweight, and the chicken all disappeared. The golden eagle also struggled to fly a bit. But only for a moment. The golden eagle actually separated the chicken and the mechanism with one paw, shouted twice loudly, and flew away with the chicken. Lin Zhi's mouth twitched as he looked at the members of the Forestry Bureau. They still feel embarrassed to say the 4 words, can't carry it. Lin Zhi shook his head and said, do you want to try again? The netizens in the live broadcast room can't laugh anymore. You don't sound like what we said when you hear those 2 golden eagles, hee hee. What is a high-end game? The intelligence of this golden eagle is smarter than my son. I still need to remind the anchor and staff that this golden eagle has a great killing power, so please pay attention to safety. If we can catch this, Animal World will have to broadcast 3 episodes. The Forestry Bureau personnel also got their heads up. Boss Lin, wait for me to make a call. In no time, another Forestry Bureau car arrived at the chicken farm. A middle-aged man asked about the situation as soon as he got off the car. Xiao Wang, is what you just said true? Is that golden eagle so powerful? It's true, Captain. Not only is he big, but he's also very fierce. Our special mechanisms can't even catch him. The middle-aged man rushed to the chicken coop and frowned when he saw the chaotic scene. Xiao Li, put the things on. Lin Zhi watched as the 2 accompanying personnel moved back and forth twice. In no time, a larger mechanism device was assembled. Looking at Lin Zhi's questioning gaze, Xiao Wang confidently assured, Boss Lin, this is the most powerful agency in our bureau. There will be absolutely no problem this time. After confirming everything was correct, Xiao Wang was about to speak when he found that Lin Zhi had already prepared a chicken in his hand. I don't know if it's due to the strong deterrent power of the mechanism, or if the golden eagle has eaten enough. They waited for 5 minutes this time, but didn't see the figure of the golden eagle. Waiting for boredom, Xiao Wang whispered to Lin Zhi. Boss Lin, when you leave later, help me pack 5 of your chickens. Golden eagle loves to eat so much, and we also want to try it. No problem, but your Forestry Bureau should have chickens, right? Yes, there is. A few days ago, I just received a batch of black water chickens with a taste similar to wild chickens. I get tired of eating them every day. That sounds good, I will also introduce it later. The words have just finished. A black shadow rushed into the mechanism and caught the chicken, flying out unscathed. Without time for everyone to sigh, the golden eagle actually crawled directly into the cage next to it. With a snap, the cage door automatically locks. Got it. A team member shouted excitedly. This operation seems foolish to everyone. Where is catching? It's clear that the golden eagle is falling into its own trap. Is this captured? Lin Zhi was also somewhat surprised. After several battles of wits and bravery, Lin Zhi knew that the intelligence of this golden eagle was extraordinary. It was able to catch the chicken from the 3rd device, indicating that the mechanism had no effect on him. Bringing chickens into the cage later means a few more things. Is it because Xiao Wang said that the Forestry Bureau has black water chickens? Without waiting for Lin Zhi to think carefully and complete the follow-up work, the captain walked over and shook hands with Lin Zhi. Mr. Lin, thank you very much for your cooperation this time. We were able to successfully rescue this golden eagle. You're welcome, these are what I should do, and the fact that this guy ate over a dozen chickens in one go. Lin Zhi said helplessly. Don't worry, we will follow up on your compensation issue later, so let's go first. When the cage was loaded onto the car, Lin Zhi breathed a complete sigh of relief. I'm finally going to send away this deceitful golden eagle. The golden eagle in the cage has a stable mood. Don't struggle or shout, let the rescuers play with you. It was holding a chicken in its beak, with one on its paw, leaning against the cage and looking at Lin Zhi. Lin Zhi looked at it for a moment and unconsciously trembled all over. He even saw a hint of disdain in the eyes of the golden eagle. Shouldn't golden eagle really be intentional? Before Lin Zhi could think it over, the Forestry Bureau's car had already departed. Forget it, whether it's intentional or accidental has nothing to do with him. Continuing to live one's own little life is the most important. Lin Zhishan took a deep breath and returned to the chicken coop to continue live streaming and selling chickens. And the surveillance footage of catching eagles and throwing chickens before was unknowingly circulating online. Shocked. Chickens from Qianping Chicken Farm mysteriously disappear. Multiple serial homicide cases in the chicken farm. Don't be too timid. Mysterious monsters sneak into the countryside, scaring fools. In just a few hours, the cumulative playback has exceeded 1 million, and the number of forwarded comments has exceeded 10,000. Countless netizens followed the comments to find Lin Zhi's live broadcast room. I've heard of a big sculpture here, come and check in. I didn't even eat one of them. It ate the second one. What about rebellion? This sculpture is very big, I'm afraid you won't be able to catch it. Please see, how big is it? Less than half an hour. The popularity of Lin Zhi's live broadcast room has reached over 350,000, which is nearly twice that of the top 100,000. I didn't expect dozens of chickens to earn so much, and Lin Zhi was very surprised. Moreover, due to the bizarre incident of golden eagle stealing chickens fermenting, the live broadcast room is now much more popular than before. Besides selling chickens, Lin Zhi is also telling the story of the golden eagle to new fans. Brothers, the golden eagle has been properly disposed of, don't worry. Anchor, you don't even care if golden eagle eats so many chickens, it's impressive. Brother Xiaoji, you are really kind and want to get married. Do you want to get married? I think you're just a chicken trying to get married. Tell me more about the anchor's chicken, is it big? You're not right. Seeing everyone's discussion getting increasingly crooked, Lin Zhi quickly interrupted. Brothers, you have also learned about these past few days. It can be said that the golden eagle came from my family's chicken. So if you want to eat the same style of chicken as golden eagle, click on the shopping cart below quickly. This advertisement almost made me hunch over. I used to shout that I was not compatible with the golden eagle, but now I'm selling chickens under the name of the golden eagle. It's really you. I didn't expect that one day I would be able to buy and sell because of the connection between eating chicken and golden eagles. Golden eagle. 10 chickens for appearance fee, bring them quickly. As they were interacting, Lin Zhi vaguely heard another movement coming from the chicken coop. Brothers, it seems like there's something wrong with the chicken coop. Follow me to check the situation. Then he picked up a wooden stick and headed to the chicken coop. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Good news and bad news. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4. Good news and bad news. Lin Zhi walked to the chicken coop and faintly saw the burly figure of Ah Diao in the darkness. The movement in the chicken coop was caused by him. Carving and stealing chickens in the morning, people stealing chickens at night, is it all over? Lin Zhi clenched his wooden stick and slowly approached, intending to use a move called Agarwood splitting the mountain to call the chicken thief good. Looking. As the stick swung, the black figure turned around and revealed a sculpted face. Humph. Jin Diao saw Lin Zhi and hummed with a few chicken feathers on his pointed beak. Looking at the stick in his hand again, his eyes became wary. After seeing that it was a golden eagle, Lin Zhi immediately withdrew his wooden stick and smirked. So it's you. It's okay, keep eating, keep eating. The scene before me made netizens burst into laughter. Brother Golden Eagle is so domineering, just a few glances can intimidate Xiaoji. I didn't expect Xiaoji, the chicken farm bully, to have such a day. I announced that the chicken farm bully would be replaced, with a new bird. With a fierce appearance and such a sweet cry, Toto Ba always has a cute voice. Is this what Xiaoji called cute and cute? Raptors. Tibetan fox not bright. Doesn't anyone care why the golden eagle came back? Yeah, didn't the Forestry Bureau take it away a few days ago? Isn't it the same one? It's the same one. I remember its left face is one circle smaller than its right face. The golden eagle glared at him with dissatisfaction, as if blaming Lin Zhi for vilifying its image. There's no way, it's already late at night. Poor visibility, even if the Forestry Bureau comes, it's not easy to catch birds. Lin Zhi had to wait until tomorrow morning to contact them again. Brothers, that's it for today. Let's meet tomorrow. Tibetan fox not bright. Don't rush to broadcast it. What should we do tonight? Wild golden eagles are not easy to take care of. Many netizens follow suit and are very concerned about the situation of golden eagle. Lin Zhi grinned his lips and aimed the camera at the golden eagle eating late-night snacks. Brothers, will you think too much? It is 1.35 meters long, weighs 24 pounds, has broad shoulders and a fat body, and is a shocking presence on the entire sculpture circle. There are no natural enemies or disasters in my place. We have an unlimited buffet, and you are still worried that it is not good. Does no one care about the life of my chicken? Through Lin Zhi's analysis, netizens realized the substantive issue. Both birds have different lives. Ha ha ha, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have laughed. I'll buy 10, there's no need to ship them, so I'll treat the golden eagle to eat at one point. The number of back-end orders increased sharply. In just 10 minutes, it has been added to over 120 orders. Seeing these, Lin Zhi was both surprised and delighted. Thank you for your support, brothers. The chicken will be shipped uniformly tomorrow. After the broadcast, Lin Zhi busied himself with the order before checking the status of the golden eagle. It stood lazily on the wall, squinting its eyes and nodding to Lin Zhi. I whimpered twice and patted my enlarged belly. That appearance made Lin Zhi unable to laugh or cry. I dare to open my mouth and eat when I know someone is sharing food. What a foodie. Before leaving, he drove the chickens to another chicken coop and left 2 for the golden eagle to have breakfast tomorrow. The golden eagle saw only 2 chickens and vigorously flapped its wings twice. Lin Zhi said in a good voice, "It's not that I won't give you food. If you don't see how fat you have become, you can't add more. This time, the golden eagle will no longer make a fuss and stand obediently." Although the Forestry Bureau guarantees to bear the food expenses of golden eagle, Lin Zhi does not need to worry about the cost. However, he was worried that the golden eagle's uncontrolled eating would cause harm to himself, so he decided to control the quantity. As the sky brightened slightly, Lin Zhi naturally woke up. The first thing is to go to the chicken coop and see if the golden eagle is there. I saw the golden eagle leaning against the corner of the chicken coop, sleeping soundly with closed eyes. Lin Zhi quietly stepped aside to prepare to contact the Forestry Bureau. The next second, a call from the Forestry Bureau came over. "Boss Lin, the golden eagle we took with us yesterday was lost. I'm not sure if there might be any danger. If you have any news, remember to inform us." Lin Zhi replied leisurely. "Which do you want to hear, good news or bad news?" "Good, the good news is that I am certain that the golden eagle is currently not in any danger." "What about the bad one?" "The bad news is he's back with me again." "Did you come back to your place again?" "That's really great." "What?" "I mean, it's great that the golden eagle is fine. The eagle is still asleep, I'll keep an eye on it for now. Please send someone over quickly." But the Forestry Bureau hesitated. How about you help take care of it for a while and then find a suitable time to release it? Lin Zhi sensed something was going on and asked for the reason. The Forestry Bureau reluctantly spoke up, alas, that golden eagle is so edible. We ate all the black water chickens in 2 days, and now we have to buy another batch. We really can't afford to raise it anymore. It's okay if we don't have chicken to eat. We can't starve the golden eagle, so we can only ask to be placed in foster care with you first. Lin Zhi was immediately speechless. So what? How many chickens bully my family? The Forestry Bureau saw that Lin Zhi did not respond and quickly added. Boss Lin, don't worry, we will cover all the expenses for feed and care during this period. Also, last time I saw that your place was not small and close to the mountains and forests, it was suitable for free range. Then I will apply for a Forestry Bureau cooperative free range point to ensure that your breeding behavior is legal and compliant. Anyway, since you've been live streaming recently, you can also promote it with popularity, right? Okay then. Considering the popularity brought by the golden eagle, Lin Zhi hesitated for a few minutes before agreeing. These days, he can see that the popularity of the golden eagle is much higher than that of the chicken farm. Anyway, there's no need to pay for meals even if you keep it for a few days. Isn't it good to go for free? You eat my chicken, I rely on you to boost popularity, and neither of us is at a loss. The golden eagle seemed to see through Lin Zhi's thoughts and whimpered in agreement. When Lin Zhi briefly explained the situation to netizens, they were all shocked. The #1 sculptor on the entire network, a bit hanging. Guier, is that you? Xiaoji, you are a bad comparison. Raising chickens produces golden eagles. Can we still do this? I also want to open a chicken farm, maybe one day I'll have an eagle. Lin Zhi saw the uncontrollable barrage and explained. Everyone, calm down. I am only temporarily in foster care and not a personal pet. By the way, do you have any friends who have raised eagles? Come out and discuss it. Ask Meng netizens in one sentence. Anchor, please clarify that you are raising a golden eagle, not a mink wearing it. You think everyone is lucky like you, sitting at home and carving from the sky. Tibetan fox not bright. Sharing a hot knowledge. China prohibits individuals from illegally raising nationally protected animals. This wave belongs to those who can share but haven't come out, those who want to share don't want to go, and I have never raised eagles before, but I have played with many birds. They are all birds, and I prepare cages, food, and water to live in. Lin Zhi looked up at the huge body of the golden eagle and his heart trembled. Not to mention whether it can be kept in captivity, the problem is that there are no such large bird cages for sale. Lin Zhi helplessly replied, it doesn't seem like it needs a cage, food, and water. It eats 6 times more than anyone else. Since taking on foster care, Lin Zhi cannot be ambiguous. For the convenience of calculating the food expenses of the golden eagle and to avoid scaring other chickens, Lin Zhi provided a chicken coop specifically for the golden eagle to pick up on its own. That, Ah Diao, this chicken coop is your cafeteria. I'll add it after finishing, and you're not allowed to sneak into other places. The golden eagle stared with round eyes, a little incredulous. It looked towards the chicken coop and then towards Lin Zhi. What's going on? Lin Zhi has never learned bird language and cannot understand the meaning of golden eagle. Netizens are actively speculating. I guess what Brother Diao said is, can only eat these. Hahaha, look down on Brother Diao's appetite. Lin Zhi assured, don't worry, I'll add it right after finishing it. I won't be hungry for you. The golden eagle saw that Lin Zhi didn't seem to deceive it, so it turned its head and flew into the chicken coop to have a buffet. Popular guests are on strike, and some netizens are starting to regret it. In order to retain popularity, Lin Zhi immediately changed sides. As it's almost lunchtime, let's go see which chicken has heatstroke today. Hahaha, Xiaoji, don't be too outrageous. It's autumn now, where did you get heatstroke? After Lin Zhi finished eating and drinking, he took a nap when he had time. Get up and stretch lazily, this sleep is really comfortable. In the afternoon, as usual, I patrol the chicken coop. Oh yes, there's an extra golden eagle. If something happens, the chicken farm won't be able to compensate enough. Lin Zhi is more worried that Ah Diao will steal chickens from other chicken coops while he is not around. Don't leave with only one chicken farm left. Thinking of this, Lin Zhi suddenly sat up from the bed, put on his clothes, and went to the chicken coop. Unexpectedly, as soon as he opened the door, something on the ground scared Lin Zhi and he took a big step back. Oh my! What is this? End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Ma Lu. The golden eagle unexpectedly repays the favor. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Ma Lu. The golden eagle unexpectedly repays the favor. Netizens in the live broadcast room recognized it at a glance. Oh, isn't this Huang Daxian? Great immortal. Is there really a divine being in the world? The Tibetan fox is not bright. The yellow weasel, commonly known as the weasel, yellow skin, or yellow immortal, often sneaks on poultry at night, first sucking its blood, then eating its organs and body. I haven't seen a weasel come out during the day and die here, it's so strange. Lin Zhi used a stick to poke and make sure that the thing wouldn't move before approaching. I poked my head out and looked outside, but didn't find anything unusual. It's impossible for Huang Pizzi to hit himself and die on the door. The more he thought about it, the more things went wrong. Lin Zhi immediately took out his phone to watch the surveillance footage. Set the time to 1 hour before nap. The noon sun is so bright that there is not even a single person's shadow. After waiting for a while, a black shadow appeared. Lin Zhi recognized it as a golden eagle at a glance. The golden eagle first circled a few times on the roof. Gradually descending to the door of Lin Zhifang, he threw down something and left gracefully. How does it mean to lie down? Lin Zhi didn't understand the meaning of golden eagle, so he had to ask netizens in the live broadcast room. Brothers, the case has been solved. It's the ghost caused by the golden eagle. I don't know what it means to send me a dead weasel. Remember reading Science Popularization, explaining that it is an act of animal gratitude. Yes, my cat often comes back with dead mice. How long have you been raising cats? Xiaoji and Diao have only been together for a few days, can they be the same? Brother Diao stole the chicken and had such a good time. At first glance, it doesn't seem like a good thing. I don't think he's repaying kindness, but rather warning Xiaoji not to meddle in his own affairs. Let me tell you. Huang Pizzi blocked the way and was killed by Diao Ji's one move. That belongs to the affairs of the immortals. Xiaoji, I advise you not to interfere. Lin Zhi smiled helplessly as he saw them talking more and more mysteriously. Forget it, asking online friends about Sha Diao will only get Sha Diao's answer. It's better to deal with the weasel first. Wild animals themselves carry pathogens, and they are sure to die more often. He is wearing a mask and gloves, and is also wearing a layered bag outside. Be careful to pick up the weasel's tail and walk towards the garbage dump outside. On the way, Lin Zhi saw the golden eagle flying towards the chicken coop. Silently let out a sigh. The golden eagle eats 4 or 5 meals a day, and its appetite is really good. He had just thrown the weasel into the trash can when he saw a golden eagle flying by, fully fed and ready to play. In an instant of lifting its eyes, it happened to glance at the golden eagle, and it clearly paused for a moment. Before Lin Zhi could react, it had disappeared. After returning to the chicken coop, Lin Zhi checked the number of chickens. After calculation, add 3 to the number of chickens in the memo called Golden Eagle Meal Expenses. Netizens in the live broadcast room were delighted to see Lin Zhi's proficient operation. Xiao Zhi's proficiency in this operation is heartbreaking. Brother Diao knows how to hunt, why come and eat chicken? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? If you have money to go to a restaurant, you won't eat free meals from your workplace. As he spoke, the golden eagle flew back. Give it a swish. Something fell on Lin Zhi's head. He looked up and was instantly frightened into a cold sweat. I'm in a hurry. A two-fingered green snake twisted its head, almost 2 centimeters away from spitting out its venom on his face. Startled, Lin Zhi grabbed the snake's head and threw it onto the ground, then ran back into the house. Lin Zhi leaned against the door, recalling the scene just now, and a layer of cold sweat oozed from his back. I just glanced at the golden eagle and didn't want to bring back a snake to harm him. Is it really what netizens guessed that it is warning itself? I'll strangle it. Fortunately, I ran fast. If one day I come back with a venomous snake and take a bite while I'm sleeping, wouldn't my life be gone? The more Lin Zhi thinks, the more afraid he becomes. He must understand what the golden eagle is really trying to do. He found a book on animal behavior in the mall. No, it's only 200,000 points, exchange. Congratulations to the host for successfully redeeming. The remaining available popularity value is 22690. In an instant, a wave of knowledge filled Lin Zhi's mind. Combining the behavior of the golden eagle giving things twice, it turns out that the golden eagle really wants to repay his kindness. It's numb. Why is this idiot repaying kindness like this? Do I need to eat yellow skin and green snakes as a living person? Aren't chickens, ducks, fish, cows, and sheep fragrant? Can't we just give some actual items? Actual. Lin Zhi's eyes lit up and he opened his phone to search. In no time, the door opened. Lin Zhi ran out and pointed to the enlarged picture on his phone, shouting at the golden eagle. Ah Diao, look at this. If you want to give it away, just give some of this. As Lin Zhi spoke, he pinched his arm and twitched his bird wings, then made a few grabbing movements. See this, catch it, come back, do you understand? The golden eagle blinked its eyes and flew away with a whoosh. Lin Zhi scratched his head, wondering if this idiot understood. Lin Zhi operates smoothly and smoothly. Netizens in the live broadcast room were dumbfounded. Do you have any friends who are hanging up to explain what Xiaoji is doing? Look at the picture. The thing is yellow, a bit like dog head gold. So Xiaoji doesn't want yellow skin, he wants gold. Laughing makes a fortune, Xiaoji. Can you understand those actions that you're doing, brother sculpture? Lin Zhi smiled confidently. Brothers, just now I was studying animal behavior in the room. The golden eagle has the idea of repaying kindness by giving things. Since Ah Diao has such an idea, I have no choice but to accommodate him, so I'll give him a little guidance. My actions were also serious animal behavior, and it's Ah Diao's problem if I can't understand them. Lin Zhi's thick skin shocked netizens. I have never seen such a shameless person before, are you calling it a little guidance? I almost didn't stick it on someone's face. Cut, carving insect trick. If Brother Diao can do what you said, I'll live stream and eat shit. I have taken note of what was said upstairs. Don't wipe your mouth when you eat shit later. Lin Zhi did not reply to that gang spirit. Anyway, he's just giving it a try. Whatever Ah Diao can bring back, let's go with fate. After chatting for a while, Lin Zhi went to the chicken coop again to work hard. Sell while packing, don't forget your old skills. He is the person who wants to become the strongest chicken farm owner. Bang! A loud noise came from outside, accompanied by the sound of broken glass. Lin Zhi's heart tightened. What is the situation? Someone smashed a slingshot into my glass. He is the only one in the chicken farm who lives in that house with glass windows. Did someone break in and steal? He quickly ran back to the dormitory and found that the glass windows were intact. Fortunately, it's not. Lin Zhi suddenly thought of another possibility. I'll go. It won't be. Lin Zhi quickly ran to the parking spot on the corner. I saw a football-sized hole in the windshield of the black car he just bought last month. Lin Zhi's heart was in excruciating pain. This directly depreciates by more than half, and now the loan is more expensive than this car. When he finds out who did it, he'll pay for it. Whimpering. The golden eagle flapped the engine hood of the two cars with its wings and called out twice to Lin Zhi. Lin Zhi could see that the golden eagle was talking to him, so he reluctantly replied. Ah Diao, stop making trouble and come down quickly. Don't crush my engine hood with your weight of over 20 pounds. By the way, did you see who smashed the glass? Speaking, pointing to the window glass. The golden eagle shouted a few times and it saw the hole and pointed its head towards the inside of the car. Lin Zhi followed the gaze of the golden eagle and stared in place. There was actually a shining stone lying on the seat. Sleeping slot. It's not really a dog's head gold, is it? End of this chapter. Chapter 6. Inspection visit, see what you say. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6 Inspection visit, see what you say to highlight the existence of dog head gold. Lin Zhi intentionally aimed the live broadcast camera in the direction of the car seat. Live room netizens thought that Lin Zhi had shown them the tragic scene of their car being smashed, and began to comfort him. Lying down, smashing really hard. I think of the windshield that was smashed by an unlucky child when I parked in the community last week. It's really a damn thing. It won't cost 1,000 or 8,000 to fix it, and it seems that the anchor is going to bleed a lot again. Sharp-eyed netizens noticed abnormalities. Hey, have you seen something emitting golden light inside the car? Everyone should focus their attention on the car. Lin Zhijian achieved his goal and opened the car door to get into the car. Carefully pick up the dog head gold and approach the camera, speaking slowly. Brothers, do you think this could be a piece of dog head gold? I'll go, anchor. Have you ever been too outspoken? If you want dog head gold, come here. Are you joking? In today's society, you can't even find a coin on the road. As long as you say you have a fist-sized gold, you have it. Look at this color, the anchor is using stones painted with gold paint to act. Mr. Li, the gold dealer. The upstairs claim is fake. On the contrary, with my 40 years of experience in gold mining, I can guarantee that the anchor has a natural gold nugget in his hand. A professional suddenly appeared in a group of bullet comments, and everyone consciously calmed down and asked him to speak. They also want to know if what Lin Zhi took is a real gold nugget. Goldsmithing Li Gong. Natural gold nuggets are formed from products such as pure gold and quartz, and can be roughly divided into three forms. Gold-wrapped stone, stone-wrapped gold, and gold-wrapped water. The body of the anchor's watch is golden in color, with a bumpy surface and many honeycomb-shaped small holes, which is clearly a natural appearance. Don't think that finding someone to cooperate with can fool us. Other people's dog heads are like dog heads, and the anchor is not like anything at all, so it must be fake. As soon as these words were spoken, other netizens discovered the problem with this person. Saying you're a fool who wants to show off if you don't believe it, who says that not looking like a dog's head is fake. Do you understand what nature means? It's only fake if each piece looks the same. Gold striking workerly. It has been discovered that there are horseshoe gold, ginger block gold, and dog head gold, which are just common names. Lin Zhi smiled and said, then my piece that looks like a rabbit should be called rabbit gold. It doesn't matter what it is called, just make sure it's a real gold nugget. Ah Diao did a good job. I will reward you with 2 chickens later, not a penny. Jin Diao saw Lin Zhi laughing happily and heard a chicken eating, making 2 giggling sounds. It seems that it was delivered correctly. The netizens in the live broadcast room only realized that this rabbit gold was given by a golden eagle, and it exploded instantly. Mumu, Jin Diao really repays kindness. The anchor is so lucky. I really want to join in when I see a cat next to me that only sends dead mice. don't mention it, my dog also brought me back the paper money, but it turned out to be a ghost coin, which scared me and kept me awake for 3 days. I'm laughing to death. It's better for my parrot, except for defecating on my head. Do you think the golden eagle is giving gold to everyone? It's clear that the anchor taught well. Xiao Zhi quickly taught us how to domesticate, and I also want gold nuggets. Lin Zhi quickly explained, brothers, don't talk nonsense. We are only in a legal cohabitation state and there is no domestication behavior. The gold nugget was brought back by Ah Diao himself. If you insist on any skills, maybe it's because I raise chickens better. Netizens have long been familiar with Lin Zhi's routine. He is truly a professional chicken owner who never forgets to advertise at any time, isn't it just a chicken? Buy it, eat 10 or 8 of them, maybe I can find gold nuggets on my own. Stay calm upstairs, no matter how much you eat, you can't fly like Ah Diao. Don't fall into the anchor's trap, he's just trying to trick you into buying chicken. Lin Zhi bickered back and forth with netizens, and the atmosphere in the live broadcast room gradually became lively, with a rise in popularity. After exchanging over 20,000 yuan for animal behavior studies, it is now close to 200,000 yuan in popularity. But animal behavior is worth the 200,000 yuan spent on popularity. Otherwise, Ah Diao wouldn't have helped him retrieve a piece of gold. Thinking of this, Lin Zhi decided to ask about the value of rabbit gold. Can Mr. Li estimate the price of this rabbit gold? Gold striking workerly. The size of the fist is estimated to be around 50,000 by visual inspection. Upon hearing the quotation, netizens were shocked. Sleeping slot, Xiao Zhi, you've made a lot of money. I thought it was around 1 or 2,000, but it's worth 50,000, what a big lemon tree. It's just a conservative estimate. Natural gold nuggets are not estimated based solely on their gold content, but rather on their collectible value, which is common at around 1.8 million yuan. So, can it be even higher? It's even harder to see others earning money than me losing money. Anchor, I happen to be a rabbit, so I want to charge you 100,000 yuan for this rabbit gold. Netizens thought that person was joking, but later they even showed their strength by brushing 2 rockets. In just a few minutes, the rabbit gold appreciated to 100,000 yuan. Simply put, Xiao Zhi has met a real big shot. What kind of immortal wealth luck is the anchor making 100,000 yuan by flipping hands? Just as netizens thought Lin Zhi would agree, Lin Zhi shook his head. This is temporarily not for sale. The person saw that Lin Zhi was unwilling to let go, so they had to give up and let Lin Zhi contact him when he wanted to sell. Netizens are all regretful for Lin Zhi, as a barrage breaks the atmosphere. Anchor, since you admit to being a natural gold nugget, then voluntarily submit it. Hiding it privately can be considered illegal mining. Intentionally, upstairs. People like you pick it up and hide it yourself. Xiao Zhi has to hand it over if he finds it. Where did the illegal mining come from? It was clearly picked up by Ah Diao, but he has the ability to catch and protect animals. What falls from the sky is a gift from heaven. Why submit it? Netizens are all standing on Lin Zhi's side, talking to that person. That person is unusually calm. I know you are all selfish people. I have already reported the case. When the inspector comes to my door, I will see what you say. Upon hearing that the case had been reported, netizens were all worried about Lin Zhi. Lin Zhi remained calm at all. Anyway, he didn't pick it up himself. The inspector will investigate and he has his own way of dealing with it. Lin Zhi didn't take it to heart and continued to interact with netizens through live streaming. In no time, a red, blue, and white car drove to the entrance of the chicken farm. Lin Zhi heard the commotion and rushed over. After seeing Lin Zhi and confirming their identities, the inspector indicated their intention to come. Mr. Lin, we have received a report stating that you have found a piece of dog head gold, which is suspected of illegal mining. Therefore, we are here to investigate the situation. Lin Zhiping replied calmly. You came just in time. I also want to report the case. The inspector across from him was stunned for a moment. They are here to investigate the case. Why did they receive a new report before it even started? Let's talk about your situation first. Lin Zhi continued, first of all, I didn't pick up the dog head gold. Secondly, it fell from the sky and smashed my car. Do I want to ask if the government will compensate for this situation? The two inspectors were completely foolish. They haven't seen such a complex situation before. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Something is carved by Ah Diao. I want to ask if it agrees or not. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. Something is carved by Ah Diao. I want to ask if it agrees or not. Lin Zhi's words not only confused the inspectors, but also made the live broadcast room netizens dumbfounded. 666, Xiaozhi's actions are too rough. The first time I saw an inspector being questioned, the anchor is amazing. Not to mention the inspection, I don't think I can handle the whole thing. Lin Zhi saw that the inspector had not figured it out yet, so he spoke up first. Both of you, I know this matter is a bit complicated. Why don't we go inside and talk about it? The two inspectors glanced at each other, nodded, and followed Lin Zhi inside. On the way, the inspector attempted to inquire about the situation. Mr. Lin, now we can talk about the whole situation first. Lin Zhi described in detail the process from hearing the sound of the car being smashed to discovering the dog-headed gold. The nearby inspector listened while recording. So, your car was hit by a dog-headed gold falling from the sky. Is there anyone present to prove it? I am alone and no one else is present, but I have been live streaming. Netizens in the live streaming room can testify to me. After speaking, Lin Zhi handed his phone to the inspectors. Yes, we can prove it. That's right, we all saw it. Xiaozhi didn't lie. The car didn't move at all, but suddenly it was smashed into a big hole, and I saw that there was an extra piece of dog-head gold in the car out of thin air. The smashing was a disaster, mad. I remembered my car glass again. Netizens have started scrolling bullet comments to help Lin Zhi provide testimony. I was a bit surprised to see the situation of netizens obtaining personal identification cards for the first time during the inspection. Okay, we will verify everything you said later. They arrived at the scene of the crime. The inspectors could tell at a glance that the glass was indeed broken by external forces. Moreover, based on the size and angle of the damage, it can be determined that it was caused by something falling from above. So it proves that the testimony provided by Lin Zhi is currently true. The inspectors began to believe what Lin Zhi said. Mr. Lin, do you have any clues at the moment? Or have you seen how something fell? Yes, Lin Zhi replied. The two of them rejoiced and said, that's great. Having clues would be more advantageous for us to quickly locate the suspect. Not to mention that natural gold nuggets are found in the ground, not under the sky. The only thing that can truly fall from the sky is bird droppings. Lin Zhi continued. No need to search, the suspect is right here with me. What? Where is it? The two inspectors were shocked and looked left and right, shouting loudly. Lin Zhi's heart tightened as he saw their subordinates unconsciously touching the stock of the gun. Don't be nervous, both of you. He's very well behaved and won't hurt anyone. Be good. No one has ever used this word to describe a fierce suspect. Their impression of Lin Zhi has changed slightly. A few seconds later, they calmed down and spoke calmly. Could Mr. Lin please take us to see the suspect? We need to learn more about the situation. No problem. Lin Zhi agreed and turned his head to shout at the sky. Ah Diao, come here. Before the inspection could react, the golden eagle fell from the sky and landed on the roof in front of them. After settling down, Jin Diao twisted his head left and right and looked at Lin Zhi with a puzzled expression on his face. I don't know what Lin Zhi asked it to do. Their eyes instantly widened, their mouths couldn't close, and their legs unconsciously took a step back. What is this? What is this thing? Lin Zhi's face remained calm as he introduced, two of you, these are the suspects I'm referring to. Oh no, the suspect bird, the golden eagle, is someone who smashed a gold block into my car. The two inspectors looked at each other and didn't know how to answer for a moment. They never imagined that the suspect was a bird. And it's still a huge bird. A person swallowed and said, Mr. Lin, I regret to inform you that the losses caused by this wild animal are not under our jurisdiction. Lin Zhi sighed and said regretfully, hey, then I'll admit that I'm unlucky. Now that you understand the situation, since we can't solve it, please go back. A person who was scared by the golden eagle was about to leave when a colleague grabbed him. Wait a minute, I haven't dealt with the matter of dog head gold yet. Oh yes, Mr. Lin. Although we cannot compensate for your loss, natural gold belongs to mineral resources and should be handed over to the country. Could you please cooperate with our work and hand over the dog head gold to us? No problem. Lin Zhi once again replied confidently. The two of them were taken aback, not expecting Lin Zhi to agree so readily. I breathed a sigh of relief and said, that's really great. Thank you, Mr. Lin, for cooperating with our work. May I ask where is Gatujin? Lin Zhi pointed to the left paw of the golden eagle. The thing is there, be careful if you want it. The golden eagle pecking at people still hurts quite a bit. What? The two inspectors were confused again. Looking at the pointed beak and sharp claws of the golden eagle, it's probably not that easy to feel pain, it's like losing half of one's life. Although very scared, the two of them planned to take a risk and give it a try in order to complete their work. I saw a person leaning down and cautiously approaching the side of the car. The golden eagle noticed someone approaching and immediately spread its wings to make a fierce appearance. The two had to try to approach the golden eagle from different angles. Unfortunately, the results are all the same, and it's impossible to get one step closer to the golden eagle. One person helplessly sought help from Lin Zhi. Is there any other way to retrieve gold nuggets, Mr. Lin? Lin Zhi stalls his hands. There's no way, the thing was brought by Ah Diao. It should be his thing, and if you want to take his thing, of course, you need his consent. However, the response of the golden eagle is clearly disagreement. Normally, according to this situation, they have already fired their guns. But this time the situation is really special, the other party is a national first-class protected animal. The value is much higher than this piece of dog head gold. The two of them didn't know how to handle it and stood still without any action. Netizens in the live broadcast room all saw the footage of Golden Eagle's intelligent battle supervision and expressed their emotions. I didn't expect the anchor to keep this hand, it's really yours. Absolutely, let Ah Diao deal with it, truly worthy of Xiao Ji. National First-Class Protected Animals vs. National Natural Mineral Reserves, this bureau has one win thoroughly in protecting animals. On the other side, Forestry Bureau's Xiao Wang followed Lin Zhi's account on the day he returned from the chicken farm. Take a look at the live broadcast room every day when you have something to do and nothing to do. One is to observe the dynamics of the golden sculpture. Secondly, I think Lin Zhiren is quite funny. Seeing his interaction with the golden eagle has a kind of magic that can make people feel inexplicably better. That day, as soon as he finished his work, he opened the live broadcast room. As a result, I saw the scene of the inspection and the extreme tug of war between the golden eagle. He quickly reported the matter to the captain. The situation is a bit special, so I'll give them a call. Xiahizi Chicken Farm. The two inspectors tried several times without giving up, but were still forced to retreat by the golden eagle. It's really not possible. Let's find someone to use the anesthesia gun. Just as they were considering hiring a professional to use an anesthesia gun, one of them received a phone call. I was a bit worried when I heard in the live broadcast that the inspector was going to use an anesthetic gun. It's broken. Can the anesthetized eagle handle it? It's not a matter of whether it can be carried or not, it won't cause any harm to Ah Diao's body, will it? Xiao Ji, you still miscalculated. It seems that good Jean can't keep it. Hee, anchor, this time I see how you still embezzled dog's head gold. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Dog head gold arrived, Ah Diao is good at it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Dog head gold arrived, Ah Diao is good at it. Lin Zhi didn't take it seriously when he saw the inspector answering the phone and the barrage in the live broadcast room. Leaning against the side of the car, occasionally winking at the golden eagle. Afterwards, I gestured with my hands and added another hand if one hand was not enough. The two of them exchanged eyebrows and eyes, feeling very comfortable. The live broadcast room was waiting for the result of the inspection, but saw that Lin Zhi was not nervous at all. Xiao Ji, why aren't you nervous at all? The emperor is not in a hurry, eunuchs are in a hurry. Bah, I'm not a eunuch. That's 100,000 dog head gold, if you say no, then it's gone. How about you give Ah Diao a command to fly as far as he can? Lin Zhi waved his hand and didn't care. Take it as it comes, money is external and there's nothing to worry about. In fact, when he just gave the golden eagle a wink, he was talking about this matter. I didn't say much else, but if they get anesthetized, it will fly into the mountains. I will come back when the wind clears. Jin Diao said it's no problem, the price is 10 chickens. Lin Zhi was forced to gesture with both hands before nodding. With the cooperation of the golden eagle, he is not in a hurry. Waiting for someone to come and collect it, you really think he's foolish? The inspector who answered the phone nodded and responded to the other side. So the situation is like this. Okay, I understand. No problem, then we'll do as you say. Looking for Mr. Lin. Just a moment. The inspector walked towards Lin Zhi with the phone in hand. The golden eagle thought it was going to attack it again and instantly tightened its body. Startled, the inspector dared not approach and stopped at a distance of 1 meter. Mr. Lin, the Forestry Bureau just called to explain the situation between you and Golden Eagle. We have already understood the specific situation. They have a plan for dealing with Doghead Gold, please listen to it. Then open the external display. Hello Mr. Lin, I am Captain Chen from the Forestry Bureau. We have met before. Captain Chen, hello. You can directly tell me what plan you have. Although Doghead Gold belongs to the country, the situation is a bit complicated now, so we have decided to give it to you. Do you think it's okay to use it to make up for the loss of your chicken farm and the subsequent cost of raising the golden eagle? Lin Zhi's face was calm and his heart was ecstatic. What is acceptable? It's simply amazing. This piece of gold is worth at least 100,000 yuan, and during this period, the chicken eaten by the golden eagle plus the cost of repairing the car will cost at most 1.5. The rest is all his, equivalent to earning 3 months of profit in vain. The inspector saw Lin Zhi frown and thought he was unwilling, so he repeated it again. Lin Zhi regained his senses, suppressed his excitement, and calmly replied. Then let's do it this way. I'll let myself down and make a contribution to protecting wildlife. Upon receiving Lin Zhi's response, both the Forestry Bureau and the inspectors breathed a sigh of relief. Anyway, they didn't have any losses and the matter was perfectly resolved. Very good. As long as you don't have to entangle with the golden eagle anymore. They really can't beat this guy. After the inspection left, Jin Diao honestly placed the gold block in Lin Zhi's hand. Lin Zhi carefully examined the gold nugget in his hand and was very excited. The golden eagle patted Lin Zhi's head with its wings, complaining that he had not fulfilled his promise. Hey, stop taking pictures. I'll keep my promise. Let's go and get you the chicken now. Seeing this processing result, the live broadcast room was dumbfounded. So does this piece of gold really belong to the anchor? Xiao Zhi's acting skills in the entertainment industry can be called the level of an actor, and he even pretends to be aggrieved. Watching him smile, I realized that he and Ah Diao's eyes were on Ah Diao to cooperate in acting. What kind of cooperation? That's Ah Diao, who is sensible and knows how to help himself pay for his meals. Do you think it's easy for the anchor? The golden eagle has such strong destructive power and is particularly edible. I need to take care of it for you. Are you willing? I'm willing to do it 100 times. The problem is that Ah Diao is not willing. Don't say it, I'm feeling sour again. After each person had enough to eat and drink, Lin Zhi decided to go to the market and turn it into a cash block. This thing is too conspicuous and inconvenient to use. It would be more convenient to exchange it for cash. Besides, after this period of turmoil, he suffered a lot of losses. With this money, we have just received the necessary repairs and goods to build a large chicken farm as soon as possible. After getting ready, Lin Zhi rode a small electric donkey and set off. So, such a strange scene appeared. A man is riding a small electric donkey, with a large eagle hovering above his head. The people on the roadside were stunned when they saw it. A child holding a hydrogen balloon pointed at the eagle and shouted, "Dad, I also want that big bird." The man was also foolish when he saw the golden eagle on Lin Zhi's head. "Wife, sleeping trough, there's someone walking the eagle over here." Along the way, Lin Zhi's turnover rate was full. With a pair of big wings covering him, the sun couldn't shine on him at all. With the gentle breeze blowing, the whole person feels much more comfortable. Lin Zhi couldn't help but sigh. "Brothers, if possible, you can raise an eagle. You don't even need to use an umbrella when going out, it's very cool." The netizens in the live broadcast room are all angry. Look, is this speaking in human language? People are more popular than people, and the host is the Versailles edition. What is lacking in eagle farming is the conditions, it's the chicken farm. Xiao Zhi, you're drifting away. You're no longer the innocent chicken farmer you used to be. I used to think there was only a slight gap between me and the anchor, but now I realize it's 1 billion points. Seeing the various envy, jealousy, and hatred in the barrage, Lin Zhi felt the wind blowing cooler. Unconsciously raising a smile and humming in his mouth. Riding on my beloved little motorcycle, it will never get stuck in traffic. Suddenly, a dirty yellow dog rushed out ahead, blocking Lin Zhi's path. Woo, woof, woof. Lin Zhi didn't take it seriously and wanted to avoid the dog. He found that the dog was always blocking in front of him and kept barking at him. He had to stop the car and carefully observe what the dog was trying to say. Fortunately, the knowledge of animal behavior has already been integrated before. Lin Zhi can guess the meaning of a yellow dog by its barking and movements. Lin Zhi tried to ask. "Are you saying, there's something ahead, let me take a different route?" "Wong wong." The yellow dog responded to him. In order to verify its authenticity, Lin Zhi asked Jin Diao to explore ahead. In no time, the golden eagle flew back and used body language to prevent him from passing. It seems that what Huang Go said is true, there is really danger ahead. Lin Zhi recognized that the yellow dog was just an ordinary pastoral dog with a thin and weak body, and should have been suffering from long-term malnutrition. Since he was saved, Lin Zhi cannot let it down. He took out the food he had with him and fed it to the yellow dog. The yellow dog was a bit afraid and didn't dare to approach, so it waited for Lin Zhi to throw it away before running over to eat. It seems that one may have been bullied, so one is wary of others. Lin Zhi couldn't help but feel a little touched in his heart. I didn't expect that even after being injured, dogs are more emotional than some people. At this moment, another person came from behind, followed by a Tibetan Mastiff without a leash. The yellow dog mustered up the courage to bark twice, wanting to remind them not to move forward. As a result, when they saw the yellow dog barking at him, their face turned black and they exclaimed excitedly. His mother, a bastard, dared to shout at me, "Big Black, go." The Tibetan Mastiff received the command and rushed towards the yellow dog. Scared, the yellow dog quickly ran towards Lin Zhi, trying to seek his protection. The Tibetan Mastiff ran over and saw that it couldn't bite the yellow dog. He turned around and pointed his sharp teeth at Lin Zhi. That fierce appearance scared netizens to take a breath. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Turns out this is the highest realm of bird walking. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Turns out this is the highest realm of bird walking. The man saw that the Tibetan Mastiff was about to bite, but instead of blocking it, he sneered twice. You deserve to meddle in your own business. Netizens in the live broadcast room saw Tibetan Mastiffs with sharp teeth open and charging fiercely towards them. Some people were so scared that they lost their phones. More people covered their eyes and dared not look, silently mourning for Lin Zhi in their hearts. Just as the Tibetan Mastiff's mouth was about to bite Lin Zhi's leg, the golden eagle tightened its wings and plunged downwards, its sharp claws fiercely cutting through the Tibetan Mastiff's body. 3 bloodstains immediately appeared on the Tibetan Mastiff's body. Ah! It retreated 2 meters in pain, its eyes fixed on the golden eagle. I wanted to launch another attack, but when I saw the golden eagle waving its wings, I was immediately scared and turned back to look for the big man. De Han saw his Tibetan Mastiff injured and ran back. He kept cursing incessantly. His mother, "You can't even beat a bird. Go ahead." After speaking, give the Tibetan Mastiff a kick. The Tibetan Mastiff leaned over, avoided the kick, and ran behind the big man to hide. The big man didn't notice that the dog leash was wrapped around his leg, ready to turn around and clean up the Tibetan Mastiff. Who would have thought that the rotation was too fierce, and the 2 legs twisted into fried dough twists. With a bang, the great man fell face down in weightlessness, and a yellow smoke rose from the ground. Ah! His mother, "You silly dog." When the Tibetan Mastiff heard the big man scolding him, he thought he was going to take action again, so he spread his legs and ran in the opposite direction. Ah, ah, ah. The roar of the big man echoed throughout the street, louder than the previous Tibetan Mastiff. So, the great Han was dragged away by the Tibetan Mastiff. Seeing this scene, the live broadcast room was filled with cheers. Well done. I thought I wouldn't be able to see the anchor in the future. Walking a dog without a leash is like walking a dog. Ah Diao, clean up 2 dogs at once. That man has a big arm and a round waist, at least 200 pounds. The Tibetan Mastiff can drag so far, it's strong enough. No matter how fierce it is, it's not as fierce as Ah Diao. With 1 paw, it can directly destroy half of the Tibetan Mastiff's health bar. My brother Diao has a record of 1 to 2 inspections, but this man is not enough to fight. Many people were satisfied with it and gave Lin Zhi gifts one after another. There are 6 digits in total, big and small. Lin Zhi roughly finished scanning the barrage and replied briefly. Thank you all for your concern. I'm fine. After dealing with the trouble, Lin Zhi whispered to the yellow dog next to him. If you want to come with me, get in the car. Lin Zhi is not a saint's heart, picking up stray dogs casually. I just feel destined to be with this yellow dog. His chicken coop is so big, it's not a problem to have another dog. Besides, having a dog guarding the door would be more reassuring. Moreover, with the intelligence of this yellow dog, it is estimated that there is no need for training, and we can quickly cultivate a tacit understanding with him. Huang Go couldn't believe Lin Zhi's words. It lowered its head and looked up at Lin Zhi, confirming whether he was really willing to take it with it. Seeing the determination in Lin Zhi's eyes, he excitedly turned in place twice and took the initiative to jump onto the carriage in front of the little electric donkey. It has a home again. No more wandering in the future. Lin Zhi touched the dog's head and said, from now on, you'll be called Rhubarb. Lin Zhi called out, and De Huang responded. Not bad, let's go. Lin Zhi took rhubarb and walked the eagle to the city. Arrived in Ba City. Lin Zhi found a pet hospital and arranged a complete set of examinations for rhubarb. Later, he went to a gold shop with the carving to sell gold nuggets. On the way, netizens in the live broadcast room reminded Lin Zhi not to take the golden eagle around to avoid unnecessary disturbance. Lin Zhi smiled and said, "It's okay, I'll make my own arrangements. It's not enough without Ah Diao this time." Netizens are all puzzled and waiting to see Lin Zhi's operation. Lin Zhi found the largest local gold shop. One is having the ability to sell at a reasonable price, and the other is having assurance that it can be easily dealt with in case of any unforeseen circumstances. Before entering, Lin Zhi asked Ah Diao to switch to the other shoulder and rub his sore shoulder. "I remember when it first appeared, it was only around 20 pounds, but now it feels heavier and heavier. It must have been eating too much chicken and gaining weight during this period. Fortunately, it's getting cold now and I'm wearing thick clothes. It seems like I'll have to find someone to customize clothes with thicker shoulder pads later." Just as he was thinking, Lin Zhi pushed open the door of the gold shop. "Welcome." The shop assistant at the door saw a golden eagle standing on Lin Zhi's shoulder, so shocked that he didn't say the last half of it. Lin Zhi walked up to the counter and directly explained his purpose. "Boss, will you accept my dog head gold? Normally, we cannot accept this, but if you insist on selling it, the price may be slightly lower." The shop assistant's face turned pale and made a hand press down. Lin Zhi understands that this means lowering prices. He did not refute, but directly pulled out the dog's head gold. "Let's take a look at the goods first, and then discuss the price." The shop assistant carefully examined the dog head gold, and his eyes showed satisfaction. He coughed lightly and spoke. "Sir, where did you get this piece of gold from?" "It picked it up." Lin Zhi pointed to the golden eagle on his shoulder. The golden eagle saw Lin Zhi pointing at it and immediately straightened its chest, showing a proud expression. The salesperson widened their eyes and gave me a silly expression. Lin Zhi had already guessed the reaction of the clerk and took out the prepared report receipt and the certificate from the Forestry Bureau. "These can all prove that it picked up the item and smashed my car, so this piece of money will be used as compensation." After reading the receipt and proof, the clerk's face was filled with surprise and envy. "Sir, can you accept the price of 200,000 yuan for this piece of gold? Yesterday, Lin Zhi weighed it, and the total weight of this stone is 340.9 grams. Even pure gold will not exceed this weight in grams. According to the price of gold, it is worth at least 150,000 yuan. Previously, the highest price for a live broadcast room was 100,000 yuan, but now it can be sold for 200,000 yuan, which is considered a good price. And this is the price offered by the best gold store, which cannot be compared to other stores." "Okay, it's only 200,000 yuan, Lin Zhi replied. The shop assistant asked colleagues to help prepare the procedures. Seeing the golden eagle, I couldn't help but make a joke. Since it was carved and picked up, this piece of gold should belong to carving. Lin Zhi nodded. "That's right, then you can open an account for it." "Sir, you're really humorous." The shop assistant awkwardly smiled twice and stopped talking. After a while, my colleague came to inform me that there was a problem with the Union Pay machine. "Even cash is fine," Lin Zhi replied. The shop assistant quickly prepared a bag of cash and solemnly handed it to Lin Zhi. "Mr. Lin, do you want us to call a car for you? Walking on the street like this?" "No need, it's very safe, Ah Diao, take it." Lin Zhi pointed to the cash on the table. Golden Eagle obediently picked up the bag of cash and followed Lin Zhifei out of the gold shop. This wave of operations shocked the store staff and also amused the netizens in the live broadcast room. Laughing and peeing, even the anchor can think of opening an account for Diao. Originally, Xiaoji insisted on using Ah Diao in this way. "Brother Yo Diao, who dares to come and steal money? It's safe to seek death. In the future, I will also use it to raise eagles. I have yellow urine, let me wake up upstairs. You don't have that much money. Lin Zhi returned to the pet hospital with the golden eagle. The washed rhubarb looks very pleasing to the eye. It saw Lin Zhi excitedly rush forward. There's nothing serious after the examination, it's just a bit malnutrition. The people on the road were dumbfounded when they saw a combination of one person, one carving, and one dog. Many people take out their phones to take photos and videos. In no time, a headline titled "The Highest Realm of Walking Birds" appeared on the local hot search list. The picture shows Lin Zhi riding an electric donkey with a golden eagle standing on his shoulder and a yellow dog sticking out its tongue sitting in the back seat. The comments below say everything. Peas, how could a dog ride in a car? Isn't the point. How could he have carved? Even if you have a dog, there's still a big eagle. What kind of person is that? This is, I admire it. The picture is not peas. I'm from Bacheng and saw the person riding a bike past my doorstep with my own eyes. I want to forward it to my wife. She doesn't believe what I said about people walking eagles. I know him, he's the little wit who raises chickens. What kind of chicken farmer? There are no chickens, just show the way. Lin Zhi didn't know that he had become popular on local searches. After returning home, I almost couldn't stand the popularity of the live broadcast room. Ding, congratulations on the host's popularity breaking through 1,000,000. Sleeping slot, breaking through 1 million popularity. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. This anchor has great skills. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10. This anchor has great skills. Seeing Lin Zhi broadcasting, a barrage of bullets crazily hit. Attention everyone, the anchor of Liaoniao has been launched. Check in from Weibo, is the anchor there? Check out the sculpture. Sleeping trough, he really has a carving, I didn't expect his face to be quite handsome. It's a pity that the anchor doesn't have the right appearance. I insist on becoming a fake anchor. The more Lin Zhi looked at the barrage, the more puzzled he became. What's going on among netizens now? One by one, they are carving and broadcasting. He went to brush his Weibo for an unknown reason, and at first glance, he saw, the highest realm of bird walking, ranked 5th on the hot search list. Click in to see the back view of him riding an electric bike. Understanding the causes and consequences of the situation, Lin Zhi returned to the live broadcast room. Thank you all for your attention. I am just a chicken farmer and not as magical as everyone says. Netizens won't care what he says, they will still go their own way and play jokes. Lin Zhi noticed that the atmosphere was good and asked Jin Diao to help keep an eye on the live broadcast room. He first went to study the $1 million popularity of the system. Compared to his previous popularity of several hundred thousand, Lin Zhi now has 1 million people in his hands, giving him a feeling of wealth. He didn't even think about it, he just spent 100,000 people to exchange for the advanced chicken breeding guide. Knowledge about chicken diseases, breeding, and other aspects of chicken farming flooded into his mind. After upgrading the technology, it's time to upgrade the venue. Otherwise, there is no place to showcase technology without a large venue. Then upgrade the equipment of the chicken coop with 400,000 people. After upgrading the chicken coop, Lin Zhi spotted a good book. 8 Extremes Fist Technique. Although his physical condition is good, he is still inferior to being a family trainer. Thinking of the situation he encountered today, Lin Zhi decisively exchanged 500,000 popularity for his martial arts skills, as he had to rely on himself in critical moments. Unlike the fusion of knowledge, the fusion of boxing has a much stronger physical response. Lin Zhi noticed subtle changes in every muscle on his body. Raise your hand and sense a lot of muscle memory at the same time. After the fusion, the whole person is full of strength. Lin Zhi tried to punch a few times, and the punch blew the feathers of the golden eagle beside him. Ah Diao looked at Lin Zhi with a puzzled expression on his face. It seems like asking him how he did it. Many netizens in the live broadcast room also noticed this detail, and the barrage quickly filled the screen. The anchor has been playing very well these days. I don't know if he can match Teacher Ma. I don't understand, but I think it looks much better than the lightning 5 consecutive whip. I don't know what kind of martial arts it is. Teacher Ma's fake moves are incomparable to Xiao Zhi's martial arts. He just hit a few punches casually and he's already showing off his punches. The dizziness upstairs may just be due to the wind blowing by. I didn't see it just now. The anchor will have another segment. Seeing the reactions of netizens, Lin Zhi replied generously. Fist techniques are a set of techniques found casually online. They can be used to play and strengthen the body when idle. No one can practice with him now, and he doesn't know how powerful this set of 8 extremes fist is. He decided to find a small tree and try his fist. Open your feet wide, steady your steps, clench your fists, gather all your strength on your fists, and suddenly send them out. The beaten tree trunk swayed slightly and a few leaves fell. The scene fell into stillness, and the atmosphere began to solidify. A few seconds later, the barrage flashed. Is that it? I thought it was some kind of master. What did you say? I didn't see Xiaozhi shaking the trunk of the tree and knocking off all the leaves. Cut, my 3-year-old child can even shake the tree leaves off with force. The live broadcast room is constantly discussing this. Lin Zhi also believed that his boxing skills were limited and he may need to strengthen his practice in the future. Suddenly, there was a sound coming from inside the trunk, which was particularly noticeable in the quiet night. Click. A big crack suddenly appeared in the middle of the small tree, and then the upper part fell in response. Seeing this scene, Lin Zhi was a bit surprised. It seems that the 8 extremes fist has something to do. It doesn't exert much force, and the damage is just so fierce. Netizens were also strongly impacted, and the live broadcast room exploded instantly. Who said his 3-year-old child was really amazing just now? Let's perform. The anchor is amazing. The trunk of this tree looks 10 centimeters thick, and the age of the tree starts at least 10 years. What a terrifying fist technique to break a 10-year tree with just one punch, just the damage caused by the anchor. Fortunately, he didn't take action in the afternoon, otherwise he would definitely have died. At this moment, a disciple of a martial arts school came across a video of Lin Zhi punching. When he saw Lin Zhi use that punch, his face changed drastically. Senior brother, please take a look at this anchor. Young people should not be restless and watch fewer cool anchors. The senior brother lying over there disliked speaking up. The disciple anxiously explained. No, this person is very skilled in boxing, and it seems to be the long-lost 8 extremes fist. What nonsense! The master said that the 8 extremes fist technique disappeared a few years ago. What you're seeing must be fake and deceiving. The disciple saw that his senior brother didn't believe him and hurriedly ran over to confront him with the video. Halfway through his senior brother's words, when he saw the scene of Lin Zhi starting to punch, his face relaxed. Later, when I saw the small tree fall, my whole body began to tremble. This anchor seems to have real skills. Ordinary people may only see a tree fall and feel it's very strong. However, in the eyes of their professionals, the strength of the entire fist goes beyond that. Simply put, it's this punch that breaks the tree, not just the area where the punch hits but also the force. Because the entire tree was hit from top to bottom in the middle, it only broke after a while. As long as you look closely, you will find that the interior of the tree trunk has already split. And it can be seen that the person only exerted 50% of their strength. If we exert all our strength, the consequences are unimaginable. Senior brother dared not think back and quickly forwarded the video to his master, the president of the National Martial Arts Association. Lin Zhi didn't know that the video of him punching had already been transmitted to professionals. He is still testing the power of his fist techniques, from chopping wood to chopping bricks, one by one breaking through. Rhubarb was excitedly shouting and jumping on the side, as if cheering on Lin Zhi. The golden eagle revolves around Lin Zhi and cooperates with his punches. The performance of one person, one carving is very harmonious, even more exciting than the performance of a circus. I thought the divine eagle hero was fake, but I didn't expect to see the real one today. The anchor and the eagle are so well coordinated. I just want to ask, is that you? It's so exciting. I really want those girls on TV to see what a good martial arts scene is. If Ah Diao and Xiao Zhi were to act together, they would definitely be two movie emperors. Sculptures cannot learn how to punch and resist animal performances. If you don't know anything, just say, boycott. The actions made by carving are voluntary at first glance. Just arrived upstairs, I can't explain the story of Xiao Zhi and Ah Diao in just a few sentences. Anyway, their relationship is very good. The netizens in the live broadcast room were very satisfied with it, with barrage of comments and non-stop tips. The full screen is full of rocket and yacht special effects. Even the total number of reposts and shares exceeds 1 million. The popularity value rapidly increased, reaching 800,000 in just half an hour. Lin Zhi took a deep breath and withdrew his hands. He was sweating profusely from a set of boxing techniques, but he was not as exhausted as doing heavy work, but rather his whole body was smooth. It seems that practicing martial arts can really help people strengthen their bodies, and he needs to practice more in the future. After the boxing was over, Lin Zhi chatted with netizens for a while before taking a break. However, after that, his popularity underwent a new round of fermentation diffusion. End of this chapter.